Hello, people. I am Super, representing Second Wind, and we are joined this time with Wheels from Regen,
What up, guys?
and also we're joined by Samus's just spirit. We're joined by Samus in spirit.
Yeah, I'm
Spirit is
currently,
dead.
I'm currently like on my deathbed at the moment. So, you go.
Hanging out with them Yu-Gi-Oh players, and we're here to talk
Oh,
about.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm here to talk about none other than your upcoming event, Regen. All right, tell us a bit more about Regen.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's the newest event series in the Midlands. Like, we've not had really anything like this before, as far as I know. Like, an event of this scale, that is,
All right.
with 96 people. Doubles is nearly capped out as well. We've got players from all over the UK coming, from England, Scotland, and Wales. And it's going to be a great event, as far as I'm concerned. Like, we've put a lot of planning and time into this. And I'm excited for it, and I think everyone else in the Midlands is at the moment.
All right. Oh yeah. Another thing that I noticed is this is called the Grand Revival of the Midlands. What? Why is the mid? What happened to the Midlands, and how comes it started to die down?
Say that again, Super.
What? I noticed that this event is mainly advertised as the revival of the Midlands Smash 4 scene.
Oh, well, the reason why we call it the revival of the Midland scene was the scene kind of had a bit of drama, to say the least, happening, which kind of messed up attendance. Plus, there's a few other things, I guess, that really kind of fractured the scene.
Oh,
More like the event quality wasn't what it should be. Not
Yeah.
saying the events were bad. I'm just saying the events weren't as good of a quality as, say, like what the North were providing. And I think it took a real hit on the community because take you back to about 2015, even early 2016. We used to have events all the time. Like there was Smashville, there was Smashton at the start of this year. There was what else was there? There was Hawks Nest. There was Verse Fighting. There were so many events going on all the time, but it just kind of dropped off at some point. And I think it was at the start of this year with Smashton. Like we had good attendance. I think they were capping out 64 entrants at each one, or around that anyway. And then there was just a big slump of no events. Like we had 2 Smashzillas this year, which there should have been a lot more of, as far as I'm concerned. But there was only 2 of them. We had Crusades. Verse Fighting had got barely anyone, and so I'm not sure what happened, but I think it was just player interest kind of dropped because the events were so few and far between. And also the quality wasn't there, but that's something we want to remedy and fix with Regen.
All right. Lost my trail for. Wait, what another question I asked? Oh yeah, I looked at the entrance about a week prior. We had an interview with them first, asking people to support, and now it looks like you maxed out your singles.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like I don't think we expect this quickly, but it's great because the whole point of like us coming on the podcast originally was to promote our event and say, look, get signed up, etc. But we've capped now, so we're at a point where we still have a month out until the event happens, but that time we can put towards making the event even greater than what we originally expected, I guess. So it's great that it's capped now, and it means we can move forward with other things that we've got in mind, and we can also focus on start the early planning for that too.
What other things do you have in mind for Regen?
What, for Regen, the event itself, or do you mean in the future?
The event itself, because after this major.
Don't want to give too much away, do I?
Oh, we gotta keep all them secrets. We've got some sick stuff planned. I'll tell you that
now. for what I'll say for now is like what we've already announced, being say like we've got the pro, intermediate, and amateur brackets. Like we've got 6-man pools, we've got 16 6-man pools, all best of 3. but everyone in those pools gets out into a bracket. So first and second get into pro, third and fourth get into intermediate, and fifth and sixth get into amateurs. Now, I think intermediate and amateurs have always had quite a bad stigma. Like, people don't take them seriously, but we want to make sure people do, and we want to give them the full tourney experience, which is why all tournaments will that, and hopefully we'll also have streams dedicated to intermediate and amateurs to make it a more fulfilling experience for the players that are in them.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, main one might have a point that when you wanted streams on Smash DK, I think everyone asked.
Yeah, that got a bit out of hand, if I'm honest. But the more streams, the better. Like, my objective is to have at least 2 streams. Not 2 streams, sorry. We want one for the main stage, and obviously we have Lucretio's as well, which is always great. And then I'd love to have 1 or 2 for the intermediate and amateur brackets. I think in content in UK, and I think a lot of have the top players, because they always get the. If players want to get better, it's so useful to have obviously their footage for them to view back, which I don't think a lot of the lower level players get an opportunity to have. So I think it would be great for them to have that.
All right. Oh yeah, another thing is, and I'm sorry to bring this up, is your name, because we found out there's another event in Wales with a similar name, which could cause a lot of
Where they got that name?
Like, what? Actually, how did that happen with the Welsh people having a event called Regen, and you guys being called and named Regen? Which one got there first?
Is one announcement. What do you say, Super? Sorry.
Which one did you guys got there first? Which Regen was the first Regen? Was it the Welsh one or your one?
We announced our name first in the back room, but they announced us. But that we literally spoke with them the moment they announced it and tried to, like, look, what's happened here? How has any of this even occurred? It seems way too much of a coincidence, but I like to think it is a coincidence, just an unfortunate one.
Well, let's hope it doesn't really crash too much and see like many people come up to Regen, expecting like.
The thing is, they can't anyway. But like, with the future of Regen, I would love to have Melee and maybe even games like Project M back, because I've been involved with those scenes for just as long as Smash 4, really, if not longer. So I'd love to show them a bit of love as well in terms of tournaments.
You know what else we need? You know what else we need as well for Regen 2?
Don't say, bro.
DBFC.
No.
Izzy. Let's do it.
Nah. That's maybe if we get, like, I don't know, Hawks can run that on the side in the corner of the room or something.
No, you guys not.
It's part of the event, but
you guys not thinking meta enough. Dance Revolution.
No, Super, I'm going to stop you there. Bring that up again and you're banned from all future regions.
Actually, no, lads, let's be real. The hypest game we can bring to Regen 2 is obviously ARMS.
I got to agree with you there, Zach. Like, who went to ARMS Saga? That was pretty... Or was it Arms Race? Whatever the one at Geek Retreat was.
Yeah, it was Arms Race, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the biggest Midlands tournament this year. I'm just having fun. No insults towards him. He's doing his bit, keeping arms alive. Anyway,
it brings me to the next question, which is more pointing at you. How did you get into like Smash Brothers as a whole? Like,
is this what you being me or being Zach? I'll take it as me.
Yeah, you will.
I'd say about. God, this is going back now. I'm pretty old. When I was about 13, I used to play Melee with super old school LC members, and we used to meet up, play Melee like during our school days, and then Brawl was coming out. Brawl came out, played that for a bit, and then we went to our first tourney around early 2009, which was held at someone's house in Lincolnshire. So, and then I've kind of just been active in the scene. I've had like breaks here and there, but I've been active for the better part of like, what, 9 years at this point.
That's wow, 9 years.
Well, 9 years, but I've been around a lot longer than people realise. And I'm only 23. I think people think I'm older than I am as well.
Ooh, oh, yeah. Wow. Yes, I'm speechless. Well,
you know what's actually mad as well? The amount of like top UK players Will has introduced as well. Like apparently you introduced like Killer Jaws and that as well.
Yeah, GP, the guy who's probably, I guess you could say, running Smash UK, he attributes me as the reason he's in the scene. God, who else? I knew a lot of people from, like, I got Anarchy in the scene. He ended up becoming best Brawl player in the UK. Cowsers back in the day as well. There's a lot of people. I can't name everyone, but there's quite a lot of people. But that's because I've always been a community person in that regard. Like, I always want people to join the scene, get involved, and I try and find. I used to scout people online, especially like.
Sorry.
I try and do my bit still.
Well, you know, GP's no longer the granddaddy of the UK. Wills is the granddaddy of the UK.
He'll be calling me daddy soon, I tell you now.
I think.
I can't leave that. Anyway.
Alright, Sam asked or Jack. How did you get into Smash? And you say by
How did I get into Smash? Oh man,
He became the best on Wi-Fi and then wanted to come to a Smashton.
Well, how I got into Smash was like I've always played them like casually and all that. So like Melee, Brawl, and I actually watched the E3 Invitational, and I was like, yo, this actually don't look too bad, you know. So I started watching like a few streams and all that, and I joined a Smash UK Facebook group, and then you know, I asked people, yo, anyone want to play some Wi-Fi, as I usually do. So I met a few people, like good friends and all that, and that's how I pretty much got into the scene. Hawks, I actually spoke to Hawks, and he's the one who actually got me to like come to events and all that. Actually, like he introduced me to the scene fully, I guess. So yeah, that's how I pretty much got into it. I mean, I don't really attend much, but next year's gonna hopefully be the start, starting with Regen, of course, where I'll hopefully start attending a lot. But yeah,
I mean, you have to attend it, like there's no, you've got no choice.
I'm running it.
If you play our own event, I will not be happy.
Just like yo. That's pretty much how I got into the competitive scene personally.
Wow. Both very
It's not as interesting as Will's is, but like.
No, Will's just granddaddy of Smash UK. Brought everyone in.
Granddaddy. Yeah,
Will's
Tom's
is
the
like,
daddy, I'm the granddaddy. Tom is daddy. You know
Will's is like the main part of the Smash UK timeline.
When Smash UK was made, Will's was the starting man.
What about the Midlands timeline? Where's that at?
Oh god, the Midlands timeline.
Okay, I want to hear this. What's the Midlands timeline?
No, we won't discuss it. Don't discuss it.
Yeah, we can't. It's a bit too deep. Like if it was DJ hours, maybe. I will say, how it begins is primitive Midland players discover Fire and Brawl. Wills is appointed the first king of the Midlands. All this can be read in the Midlands Discord. But it's probably best we don't discuss it.
I had no part in making this, by the way.
It's all me.
Wow.
It was all Zach and Morty.
No, don't even say multi. What multi did was kind of ruin it a bit with his false timeline stuff. But like, yeah, just read. If you want to read it, it's in the Midlands Discord.
Well, if you ever want to join the Midlands Discord for anything, you got incentive.
No, don't even join it.
Yeah, I won't.
Oh, come on.
Midlands Discord needs a bit of a rebranding of sorts, I think, and I think we'll probably give it that in the next few weeks or months.
Yeah.
Just if we're kickstarting the Midlands scene again, I think the Midlands Discord needs a bit of a change.
Oh Lord, this is. As long as that guy called Bright doesn't come back, we be Gucci. Okay.
I'm afraid to tell you, Super. He's coming to Regen. He's our special guest.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, Blight's coming. I'm not joking.
See, we've got. He's actually coming for DJ now. We've got 2 guests.
Oh,
DJ.
great!
We've
got Justice
Blight
Warrior.
and...
Do you really want Justice Warrior there?
No. We've got Blight and Catherine as the dual coasts for DJ hours.
Speaking of which, let's talk about that, mate. DJ hours. Right after Regen, there's gonna be a pub crawl full of drinks.
Should be sick.
Can you describe this pub crawl and how you're gonna make it how you're gonna make it civil and nice and not
civil and
history
nice
repeat itself like last time?
Have you ever watched? You know what DJ now is just gonna be like? Have you ever seen that massive battle in Attack of the Clones where Jedi? It's gonna be like that.
No, I'm just saying because last time Birmingham and Acho were together, it didn't turn out too well. Just gonna shut that in.
Alright, anyway, DJ hours will be, I think it's our way of trying to get people to become more social. I think if you heard about, like, what people did at, the last Smash Dash, for instance, like, say some people were housing people under the, like, condition that they came out just for a drink or just to go clubbing, like, whatever. Like, I think people need to become a bit more social in the Smash 4 scene. It's been such a prominent part of the recent Melee scene in the UK. Like, a lot of people are, like, more into drinking or just, like, socializing outside of the Smash circle. So I think we need to kind of, I want to bring that, and so does the team, to the Smash 4 community. And I think if anyone's to do it, we're probably the right people to do it and get it right.
Yeah, pretty much. At the end of the day, all we want to do is get everyone together and just have fun outside of. That's the main thing.
And to add to that, it's like the night itself, like, once Regen finishes, there's literally a pub about a minute's walk away. Like, we'll all go to there, or if people their rooms or whatever, if they've got a hotel, that's fine.
So it's
the pub, which is Gloucester Green Pub, and then we'll trek through Birmingham, or we'll be lazy and get an Uber to the other side of Birmingham, whatever that may be. But we're gonna go places, get drinks, and have a good time. That's the main objective of doing it, and I think people will enjoy it. Just make sure you're 18 and have ID. If you don't, then don't even bother.
Oh man, shame I'm only like 20 and I have ID. Maybe next time, eh? You know.
Have you not got ID, Super?
I got a passport. You just said I had to be 18.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
18 or over, not literally 18.
I'm too old now. I'm an old man. Maybe next time I'll tend to my garden. You know what old people do.
That reminds me of the first year of uni where I didn't have ID, so the only club I could get into was the terrible on-campus uni club.
Oh, the student union, yeah.
Oh man, that was such a horrible part of uni.
I'm surprised they let you in, Zach. You still look about 12.
You flay, shouldn't you say it? But having said that though, if you see me now, like how
Smaller Navi.
Yeah.
To be fair. But to be
I
fair,
think people are going to really enjoy DGen hours. I think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be a really laid back atmosphere, really.
Like, you got to think as well, like, we're going to be running a tournament all day for the better part of like 13 hours. So we're going to want to chill out and have a beer as well. Might not get too crazy, but I can guarantee some people there will get a bit mental. Navi.
well, just casually calling out people.
Yeah, I'll get some cheeky WKD.
Nah, that's like the Northern lot, man. Like, they'll just be drinking Smirnoff and WKDs in the corner. Like, oh, messy one, lads.
What about the really lit one? What about the Copperbergs? You know, the true drinks.
Copperbergs, they're just reserved for Catherine only.
So,
Yo, I'm trying to be subtle with these. You guys just like, no, we'll bring her out.
hey, super. We're the Midlands. We're anything but subtle.
I literally have no opinion on the Catherine stuff. It's so past me. Like, I wasn't even involved in any of it, but it's just funny to make jokes here and there.
Yeah, it's all done and dusted at this point.
Oh my God. This is just...
Zach, stop, man.
All right, moving swiftly on. What is going to be next for Regen if this goes well?
We'll pack our bags and we'll move elsewhere. We've conquered UK. I think the plan is going forward, like, we will host another Regen. Whether it will be called Regen 2 or something else, I do have other ideas, but like it will be a series. That is the plan, and hopefully we'll have another one around March, April time. Probably March, because April's looking very busy for events right now. But yeah, probably Regen 2 around March, and then we'll try and make it tri-monthly.
Oh, that's fair enough. So wait, what are we gonna call Regen? Are you gonna call it Regen?
Yes.
Regen.
That is the perfect name, Super.
It is the perfect name.
We have Regen 2. Like, Zach's already designed like a Regen 2 logo. Looks pretty good, but I have other names in mind, like for events. So Regen was just something like we came up with collectively. I actually think it was Maggie that came up with the Regen name.
Shout out to Maggie.
Surprisingly.
So,
I think at the moment we're just kind of drafting up ideas. I think all our main focus January 6th when the first Regen happens, and then we'll fully make concrete ideas, I guess, after that for a second event.
Yeah, our definite priority is just making sure we get the first one right, and like we will be able to, like, problems are going to happen on the day. Like, we can't, well, if they don't wicket, but the likelihood is they probably will. So it's knowing how to improve on what event we put out for future iterations.
I think some of the ideas we actually, I don't know if we can reveal them.
You can reveal them here. No one's there.
Say what you want, Zach. I'll tell you to shut up if you go too much detail. 2
exclusive is that we wanted to do kind of like invasion sagas, I guess, like London invasion, maybe Ireland invasion, stuff like that. North invades.
The only issue with them, and as much as I like that as an idea, is like it's getting that region to actually come, like whether that be through we paying for their travel or doing some kind of discount. Like, that's something to talk about, but like that is something I'd like to have. It's like a different spin on the sagas, because I think the sagas have been such a great thing for the American community, and you see copycats to the sagas more or less everywhere. Like, it happens even in the UK, like happens in Europe, not just sagas but like stuff like Summit as well.
Yeah.
So we're putting our own stamp on it in a way, and making it unique to us and to our region.
But
I think overall, two GG's been probably like parts of tournament organisation for the scene in general. They've just brought out quite a lot of stuff, really, I guess. Sorry, I'm just yeah.
No, I think 2GG's done a lot for the scene, and it's like they've done things which I've taken inspiration from, like such as how they can run such a massive event in a day. Like it makes me realize, like, look, it is possible. Like who'd have thought, like a few years ago, you could run like 200, 300 plus entrant tourneys in a day. Like people would think you're mad, but they've got it done. So obviously we're running 96. That's been done several times by that team, but I want to go higher and higher in the future, hopefully. But we're keeping it 96 for now because I want to make sure we get this right, like I said.
Oh yeah, maybe bad time me to say this, but shout outs to the Northern scene for naming a tournament after a mistake that I said on stream. You guys really are the best.
What was that?
Remember the Dusty Buscats thing?
Oh, how long ago was that?
Oh man, that's like
June-ish. It was in a
It's taking you this long for a super shout out.
It was like in a forgot the event. It was a Lulit Fest, and Streets got a spike, and what I meant to say is that's the spike and that's the match, and he came out with and get the spices and dust the Buscats. And that was like a meme. And that was a meme for like the whole summer.
Oh man, I honestly completely.
And I ain't got a tournament named after me. They didn't even fight me up. They didn't even fight me up.
So you're just like a meme machine, man. Like, keep on coming.
You know what they need to do now? That team needs to make Albion.
They need to make Albion 2. They need to make Albion 3. The DJ Saga, Flippy 456, Bossman 22, Catherine, in fact them all. Get them in.
Why are you not in charge of that team, Super? That is the question in everyone's mind.
Well, was it Albion 3 subtweets?
Because if I was in charge of that team, the UK there wouldn't be a UK Smash team, just be a fire where it used to be, and I'll be like, oh, so that's what happens if I do that. Just be riots.
Okay, probably avoid that scenario then.
So that's why I take ownership of Second Wind. That's so I can cause. You
can cause as much trouble and chaos as possible.
No, I can cause.
Poor Jackster
I can help people.
and Zach have to endure what you come up with.
I had to come up with some good stuff. I'm just saying. I came up with the podcast. I came up with everything. I'm just too ambitious for my own good sometimes.
Keep it going, Super. You're doing the community good one.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I was gonna take all your money and leave and do B7.
Right,
that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Super Unchained, man. Can't stop him.
I am. Somehow I've got to upload this to YouTube as well. Oh Lord.
No, this is a very professional podcast of what to expect for Regen.
To be fair, when you've got me, professional.
I think, yeah, having me and Zach on the same podcast was not a good idea. Probably should have been me and Verd. Would have been a lot more.
Hey, yeah. I haven't even said much. I'm just here in the corner, just dying right now.
Alright, just mute him next time.
But yeah, I suppose going back to Regen, I think for my personal thoughts, I'm really happy that we've actually managed to hit our targets very early, you know, with the hitting the cap so soon, I guess. I'm really happy with how that's turned out, I think.
But you can't wait to make all them banners there.
Oh, can't wait at all. You know, I think I've made, you know, let me just check real quick. I've made
like all the banners already.
No, I've got like 4 or 5 people left to make banners, and then if anyone else wants to join, I've done about 40 banners so far out of
40.
Yeah, it's done about 40, and so I think the grand total will end up just being about like 45, 50 banners altogether. But currently, yeah, you can expect more graphics from me coming soon.
What we're gonna do for Regen 2, man?
Oh god, I'm dreading that graphics wise. Will's is gonna have to like triple my pay just for it to be considered. No, I'm kidding. I've pretty much sorted out all the stream graphics actually for it, for Regen 1, and I've sorted out pretty much all the player cards and all that things. It's just a few small bits and bobs there that I just really need to design.
I think like in Zach's case, like he's gone really all out for this event. Like I don't see many other events doing that to that kind of quality, especially for like a national like event. Obviously, a lot of the bigger European events do that kind of stuff, but I think for a new national tournament series, we need to really make a statement and like stand out above all the other events that are currently going on in the UK. And I think our marketing has been on point and much better than any other event I can think of in recent memory for Smash 4.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, for the graphics, and my main motivation was really, this is a chance of where I can like try and prove myself when it comes to like designing stuff and really kickstarting Photoshop. Well, maybe a niche in designing stuff in Photoshop, and well, really, I wanted us to, branding wise, marketing wise, I really wanted to stand out. You know, I wanted us to really get our names out there, hit the ground running. So with the marketing, with the designs, the graphics, and all that, I think, and I'm quite personally happy with how they've all come out, and I'm thankful for Will's and giving me the chance to really have a shot at designing all the stuff, right? I guess, yeah.
I've always known Zach's been good with graphics, but he's not showcased what he's actually capable of. He just makes like memes. Like,
pretty much.
So you give Zach a bit of direction, and then he's done wonders. So it's been great work.
To be fair, you actually gave us all a chance. You even gave our little organisation a chance. See how we can advertise. And it seems that we all did a good job. Someone's doing great graphics.
Yeah, well, everyone's. Do you mean in terms of Regen? Because everyone's done their part, like so far at this point.
I think what we want to do is we really want to think outside of the box when it comes to stuff. Like, so the potential for different avenues to market the event is we was looking heavily into that and stuff like that, I guess. Essentially what we want to do, we've just been think out of the box and look at different avenues to really promote our event, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the Twitter banners in particular, like, Zach has made so many of them, but I don't think people understand the effect that it's actually had on our event. If you look through the attendees we've got so many newcomers, like people I've never heard of before. But that's the point. That's what we want at our event. I'm not too bothered about your skill as a player. I'd love to have the top guys here, but they aren't the ones like making the event into what it can be. Like, yeah. they're just a very small amount of people. Like, it's everyone else that contributes to this event which could make it special. And there's so many new people, and I think it's stuff like the Twitter banners, which is kind of like they've seen it and they are then intrigued by it, and they'll want one as well because it looks sick. So it's done wonders. It really has.
So thank you so much for actually putting all this time into Regen.
It's all good. It's all good. If people were getting like graphics and all that done, I can if they drop me a message, I can always like help out with that, maybe. You know, pretty old social media channels. If anyone's interested in getting something designed by me done, I can do it.
Oh, hey,
yeah, Zach, sell yourself, man.
Oh, I
can't at the moment. I'm literally just like deathbed right now. I'm literally Will. Just like
Probably not then.
just literally what happened was right. So the reason why I'm ill, I thought I'll go off on a little tangent here real quick, is I have to walk.
This is not relevant, Zach.
I know it's not relevant.
But why
it's
not?
It's not relevant, but I feel I need to express why I'm currently in the situation I am. It's because I had to walk in the freezing cold for like 40 minutes. Because unfortunately the UK public transport got bodied by a little bit of snow.
That's not surprising in the slightest.
UK public transport 9-1 lose 9-1 snow. Sorry, man.
Yeah, the matchup is not good.
Pretty awful matchup, to be fair.
Better matchup against Clouds.
Yeah, Cloud always wins. Cloud would destroy Snow. Let's be real, especially my Cloud.
Yeah, we've all got bad matchups.
Right, before I go to my tangent about how DLC has ruined my experience, I think that's all the questions I wanted to ask. Anyone?
Does chat want to ask us?
Does chat want to say anything?
So look, see if anyone wants to ask.
I know that Jackson said he had some questions. I don't know if he's.
Jackson is kind of. Actually, I can give you the question that he was going to ask you at Albion. I see.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are the key to becoming a good player in Smash? Wheels.
I don't know, because it's weird for me because I'm not your typical player. If I'm honest, like I don't sit in grinding. Like I know a lot of the players do. Like my play usually consists of my week while also running it. So my play time is extremely short.
Mm-hmm.
So I play probably about 4 or 5 tourney games, and that's my training for the week. But it's hard to say for me because I think you've got to be determined. Like I am determined to get good at the game, but I just don't have the time as much as other people do, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay.
So I'd say from my perspective, like just what I think would work would be do grind as much as you can. Like don't overdo it, but try and dedicate parts of your day like to grinding out certain things with your character, whether that just be learning the character itself or certain scenarios and how to deal with them. Watch other players that are good, like with your character, see how they do against in certain matchups, and probably no, that's pretty much it. That's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. But I don't know, I can't say I'm as good as the other top UK guys, and there's probably a good reason for
that. We've got a few questions for
on chat. Let's see. How does the decision of who gets a player card come in?
Oh, I can answer that one. It's basically based around if I'm not. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not busy. Maybe I'll do it.
Well, I suppose it's really more about. I suppose it's more for the how notable you are results wise. I guess. Wolves knows more about it more than I do. I just make them.
Yeah, I'd say like that. We wanted to give it to like the top 3-4 people from every region. We've made, I think, some exceptions, being like Curry, who I think's 5th in this region.
Shots.
But we've made ones for other notable players like who else? Lucretio, which we'll be putting out at some point. So I think everyone knows Lucretio, so it'd be stupid not to put one out for him.
Let's see, where's my player card? I'm pretty notable, and
are you coming, Super? I have no idea.
Well, I'm gonna try to come up, but I don't think I'm gonna try. I don't think I'm gonna enter because I got no money to enter.
It's cat buddy, so you've missed your chance for that.
I just want to player card, show people I'm relevant. Plus, I'm top 3 in Portsmouth, so.
Oh damn! Don't mess with Super, guys.
You're gonna overtake Al. I believe in you, Super. You can do it.
Al's just invincible. Let's not talk about Al because he's damn invincible in that damn area.
It's okay. He's your Jiren, ain't it? You'll eventually beat him. You'll get him.
What's our babies to super gamer?
Yeah.
I'm most likely gonna die trying. He JV freed me.
No,
That's
it's
how
okay.
merciless he is.
Super. You're sponsored. He isn't. Just remember that. You've got 2 WE before your name. You
I
get me?
made TWD.
Yes, you're still sponsored though. You're still sponsored. Right? So, that's the one thing you got to remember.
I got sponsored by the own organisation that I own.
Just think you've probably got stuff.
Oh my. It's not.
He's probably got a bigger dick than him. I don't know.
It's on a tangent now, so
we're moving swiftly on. Dream top 8 for each.
Do top 8.
Do you want to answer that, Wills?
What for region? I'm not sure. Let me just have a quick look at who we've got signed up. So I've already done very, very early seeding for regen, just to like have a look like who we've got and that. So I'd say my dream top 8. I don't know, because there's going to be like a meme one where it's going to.
Let's see this.
But there's also like my top. I'd love to have, which would be me winning, obviously, because.
Biased. Ooh, this is actually quite a good one. Ooh, can I ask? Right. Wait, you guys gone?
I think we can Pelly third, which is exactly the same result as Crusade. SBF and SCR 4th and 5th. I'll probably get 5th or 7th, and then Magi and Ander or Parsnip I can see happening for top 8. But I'd also love to see people like Curry, Kylus, Vulcan. I'd love to see it like Midlands people come through too, but might be a stretch.
Right, I want to see my one.
I think for my top 8, I just want it to just be absolutely insane. I just top players murked in the first rounds, so it's just like just have some random show up, body everyone and win the event.
Are we on about like Navi there, or?
Can you imagine if Navi just like took out like people like Jackie and Afro and like Pelly and all that? Navi just got like.
Dude, his hands would be like so shaky. Have you seen his hands after anything?
Alright, I want to do my one.
Actually, you know who? To my top 3, my dream top 3 then I guess would be Navi, Opto, and JJ.
Yo, we've got people like Megabit coming as well. Don't forget that.
Oh, great, Megabit. I mean, yay, Megabit.
Yeah. We're not late.
Oh, no. Top three is going to be Megabit winning, Lucretio 2nd, and Wilksy 3rd. That'll be top 3.
You will receive a grim reminder. Right, my top 8, my dream top 8 will be.
Then Fug finals will be Super versus Megabit.
Why would I have to face Megabit? He's a. I hate Corin. I hate anything that's DLC.
And it'll be £50 on the line.
Actually, you know what my actual top 8 is like Catherine, like during these months where she's been like isolated, has just completely become godlike at Smash 4.
I highly doubt it. She's
right. This is the ultimate script now. I've got my hands on the script. She's been grinding Smash big time ever since she got isolated. But she's become godlike. She's surpassed like people like Zero, Nairo, saying she's coming to Regen. She's just going to destroy everyone. You're just going to have like a new age of darkness over Smash UK with Catherine at the top as like the queen of evil. That's what's going to happen. It's the beginning, I'm telling you.
Heck, if she, dude, put it this: if Catherine even gets into top 8, if Catherine even returns to Smash UK scene, I will eat my hat. I will eat one of my hats. Right then and then, I will eat it.
Super, you're gonna have to get that hat. You're gonna have to put some barbecue sauce. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna hold you to that one.
I will actually fully consume my hat if he can't.
Bro,
if
she's
he
gonna
comes
walk.
back. Even
She's gonna walk.
I will eat it. My hat.
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna walk through like Goldberg, man, just destroy everyone.
That'll be
like just run through everyone. Actually, we've got some more. We've got some more questions here.
Wait, I didn't even get to do my top 8.
Sorry, Super. Go on, Super.
My dream top 8 will be GP winning because I'm just gonna hold on.
Well, GP's not going now. I need to take him off.
Rip GP. Right, my one would be I want to have, I don't know, not Maggie, Petty win because somehow I still want to. Somehow I just want to jokingly say, yeah, you see the winner of that one crusade, that one regen, I beat him in a set that one time. I'm irrelevant as fuck, but you know, I beat him.
So it's just so you can brag. It's literally
As a joke, I'm not actually gonna brag yet. Afro Smash in second, DK Ho third, and for a total wild no, actually for change my first place, I want Lucretio to win because I wonder how much.
Lucretio?
Yeah, I want Lucretio to win this because I do wonder how much his ego can take before his ego becomes a new universe.
It literally explode on the spot.
The Big Bang.
Like his head would just explode. Like if Lucretio won. Like I saw his pop off against JJ at Albion 2 when he beat him. He literally jumped out of his seat and it was like, bruh, you just beat JJ. Like man was jumping around the room shouting.
Yeah, I want to see how far his ego can go before we have a new Big Bang and a new universe for the people that arch, dance meta, piss off James Miller.
High key. You know what? I want if Lucretio causes an upset in Regen, I want him to see an IRL dash dance from him.
And Cyber meta, just a whole new universe full of just degen and everything. It'll be spectacular. Scientists will be baffled. It'll be the thing that puts Smash UK on the map, the Lucretio zone.
So we got another question actually from Vulcan. He says, "I have another one. Do you feel there's a player that will make a surprising do really well?" Yeah.
I think the only person out of the people I currently have projected to make pro, I'd probably say Spenpai, maybe. Spenpai or Cloaked.
You know, I'm gonna take a shot at this. You know who I reckon will some like upsets?
Go on.
You ready for this? Megabit. I'm calling it now. I reckon he'll get top 16.
Nah,
Oh,
I can't see that.
I reckon it'll happen. You know, Hikey. I reckon he'll come back in it. He'll face.
I didn't know about that. He did beat Jim Mittner 3-1 on Wi-Fi. So.
Oh look!
Watch the space.
Will, Jeremy just pop. Yeah, Jeremy, you haven't.
My one would be S Critical. I want S Critical to do something because
I think Critical could do well, but personally, from playing him, I see a lot more potential in people like Spenpai causing some upsets. I don't think a lot of people know about Spenpai, but as far as I know, he's currently the best player in Wales.
That's actually fair enough.
So I think he could make a few upsets. I don't know how his current progression is, but we'll see. I think Ander. I don't think a lot of people know about Ander either, who's currently number 2 in Scotland. But I projected him to make top 8 anyway.
I think.
Who else we got? Respect actually. Respect, like Mega Man. Who knows that matchup? Because I don't. Catch me losing.
I think for Midlands players, I could have put Pet and say I think Epherius coming back. I think.
Well, he's not in singles at the minute. Coming for doubles at least.
Yeah, he's like top 5 in our current.
I think Vulcan will probably make the standard upset. It's more of a tradition at every tournament at this point. Like he'll probably beat Ho or something and pop off and literally break the stream. But we'll see.
For
breaking
Pop off.
windows.
I expect a lot from Falcon actually. He's a very energetic player, so
He's passionate, man, which I think, like, obviously some people take it the wrong.
What else has you got? There's another question. Oh, that's from Rajji actually. I bet there's some hidden boss in Birmingham, like that little kid who won one of the tournaments. So I think that was the Furious, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a Furious. I don't think a Furious won. There was another kid actually who beat, and I think the only tournament he came to was one I did in Leicester at the start of last year. That was the only tournament he went to, and he won amateurs, like the amateur bracket I did at that. That was the only event he ever came to. But I can't remember his tag. But I do think out of all the people like I'm currently looking at in terms of names that I don't know, you never know. There might be a sleeper somewhere who's gonna cause lots of upsets. Like to name a few people that I know, like we've got K91 from Leicester. Like a lot of people don't know him, but he's got a good Mario. Who else we got? We got like Duckasaur. I don't think many people know about Duckasaur, but he's pretty decent.
No.
Even Mason could come through, man. Actually, no, Dreamlad. Dreamlad's the one who I think could make an upset. Dreamlad's sick.
If Jeremy gets into singles, he's gonna.
Oh, no, our event will not finish on time, man. I'm more concerned with that.
Timeout bracket. Yeah. Going back to Rajadi's question, do we have any hidden bosses in Birmingham? I'm trying to think.
Well, I don't know, Samas.
Probably you.
Yes.
I'm not in Birmingham though.
Yeah,
I'm like
West Midlands, I guess. West Midlands.
I'm just like outside. I'm in my like little cave, I guess.
I'm trying to think. I'm looking at all the people coming, but there's no like people I can see that like, yo, they're gonna cause like they could cause upsets.
You know, I'm hoping actually. You know, I'm hoping we get Wilksy Beast at 5. Wilksy. That's what.
Oh no, that'd be unfair on everyone, man.
Just how broken OP that. Oh man, that'd be glorious. That would. Like if Wilksy made like a Beast 5 run at Regen, I'd be so happy. That'd be just godlike.
We can only wait. It's gonna happen again. Like it's only a matter of time, man.
Definitely gonna happen.
The thing is, like on my like early seeding, I've actually got Wilksy outside the top 16 because I think at this point in time, he's not really
He hasn't done anything yet.
Show higher seed, which is a shame because I know he's more than capable of it. But
I think well, you know, once he starts grinding again, I think once he gets back onto it, he'll be good. He'll be good again.
The thing is, Midlands is full of people that could be good. It's just who's putting the time in, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think one in that region just like inspires not only myself really, but like the rest of the Midlands scene to just really start being a lot more active. You know what I mean? And then, but just like eventually just become a pretty strong region overall because. Like you said it in the areas where we're not really that strong a region outside of that top 5 or something like that. I just can't remember.
The thing is, we used to be. I even at say like the start of this year, I'd have said that the Midlands top 10 is stronger than the North top 10. But at this point, no way, that is not the case at all because they have definitely grinded and improved massively over the course of this year, while Midlands is just stagnated. Like I think the only people that are kind of pushing to like get better is like Fruity Boy, Jasper, God, who else? I can't even think of anyone else. Like some of the Leicester people have improved a lot, but their motivation's pretty dead.
I don't know, I'm trying to think who else really. You know. Yeah. Overall, I'm just hoping Regen just like really inspires the Midlands scene to just get back on the grind. Really, I'd love to see that happen. I mean, I know it's a bit hypocritical of me saying it because I haven't attended much, but let's hope we can still start grinding and get good again. I guess.
Well, if we're getting 96 people signing up to a Midlands event, and there's a lot of people that it's probably gonna, the only way is up. Like, it's gonna be positive from here on out.
Yeah, I think overall the Midlands scene is looking a bit positive in 2018 for us. I think. So
it's like we've stopped doing, say, Smash Select now. So with Smash Select gone, I can have my full focus on making Regen better with each allows other TOs in the Midlands to do stuff. So I've had talks with like Simp and Jasper, like very brief talks, but just like having events in between, like the Regen, so we could have a Nottingham regional and a Birmingham regional, and maybe one day we'll have a Leicester regional. But that's become a meme at this point.
I think one thing I'd really love to see happen in these grind sessions as well in our scene. Like if I got the house free or something, I'd be down for getting people down here and having a grind session. You know what I mean? Chill.
Now, if people are motivated to do that, then that's great, because I know London's doing that with
You got new
grinding sessions.
Guard fragments or something like that, I think.
But it's a great idea, and I think the London scene in particular, they're a lot more open to the idea of travelling just for grinding, while Midlands not so much. Maybe it's due to the travel costs and stuff, but if we had something to promote that or encourage it, that'd be great.
Well, I was talking. I think we're going to try and set some grind sessions up at Geek Retreat. People can come down and just, have some fun, play some Smash, and just get good at it, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I think it's nice to have the weeklies like we currently have. Like we have like for those who don't know, we have a weekly set up in Leicester, Nottingham, and Birmingham. Well, Birmingham's bi-weekly, but Leicester and Nottingham weekly. So there's a lot of active players. It's just Lincoln's got one too, but Lincoln's so far out.
Lincoln's like, man, Lincoln's just basically Pigeon land.
The land of Pigeon.
Pigeon. Making me sound like a Joe Fraser. I don't know. I think that's all the questions in the chat. We've pretty much been asking it, I guess.
Yeah,
just do one last one if there's any questions. But yeah, I think to go back to the point of why we're doing this, like Regen, it's a new start, like new year, new start for the Midlands team, and I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, essentially it's new year, new me, I guess. But overall, I just want to say, for me personally, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's helped us promote the event and helped us really, get the event out there, I guess. So a huge thank you.
Yeah, to completely echo what Zach said as well.
Yeah.
It's like a massive thank you to everyone, because I don't think any of us expected it to do this well, this quickly. Like we announced it literally just over a month ago. Like it's mad, but yeah, just thanks to everyone and thanks for the support. Like, and it's crazy for me, then for people to message like, oh no, can I sign up? Like, and not just a few. Like, there's a lot of people that want to sign up still, so it shows that there's a lot of interest in the event.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. I mean, we want to make it the best event possible, the best event it can be, and I think we're really motivated to really provide such an exceptional event. I think we'll definitely nail. I think we will. I think we're gonna send the crowd home happy, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
No. Do you want Third to quickly jump in, say anything, or we all good?
Nah, leave Verd out of this one.
No,
Alright.
let's get Verd in. It's like the shield right there.
Gets Third in, you know, gets all three regen members.
The impromptu. Yeah, Verd can close it out.
It's like the shield. We've got Roman, we've got Dean here, and we've got Seth jumping in right.
To answer a few more quick questions in the chat, like Jeremy asked why no Old Guard is showing up. Old Guard's actually doing another one of their grind sessions on the same day.
Yeah,
as Regen.
they're pretty busy with Guard Fragment, I think it's called. So that's why they weren't able to attend. I think
It's unfortunate because I really want the Old Guard to come back up to the Midlands. I don't think Ixis has attended an event outside of verse fighting in a long time.
What, in the Midlands or? Yeah,
in the Midlands region. I think the last event he came to was one I ran at Rosevilla Pub in 2015, and the only reason he came to it was because I ran free stock instead of 2.
Hey.
Before it was common, like in the UK, I think.
you know Ixis was the first opponent I ever played in tournament.
And you've got apps. Oh no, I remember that.
You know what? This is funny stuff. I'll tell you about this. I read like a document and all his habits and everything. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna play ZSS and I'm gonna do my best to beat him. And bearing in mind, I was basically a scrub back then.
I remember this so clearly now. That's crazy.
And I went, you know, oh, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna go play Mario against him, and I did all right against him. But then the second game, he just probably pretty much just bodied me. So like second and third, the game 2, I pretty much got bodied. But I've always wanted to actually play Ixis again at some point. You know, I've always wanted to see, because you know it'd be interesting. Like this is like a personal motivation, I guess, is to like play Ixis again and see just how far I've come since then, I guess.
You see, I had exactly the same thing. I was like, yo, next time I play, because the last time I played Ixis, before I played him at the last Smash Dash, was like summer 2015, like, at a London event, and I went 3-1 with him. I still remember it because I was like, yo, I just took a game off Ixis. How did that happen? Fast forward 2 years, I'm like, yo, I think I'm good enough for Cloud now. I know the Sonic matchup. I could take this. I just got washed 3-0. I was like, yo, I did better 2 years ago. What's happened?
Our boy Third just jumped in. Hello, Third.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Let's go, Verd.
I definitely didn't completely forget about this.
Oh, hey, Verd.
Hey, Verd.
Yo, Verd, Super, you're gonna have to hire up.
He's at max volume.
You can do that, or you can just mute him. You can.
Not much difference.
Alright, let's see what the questions are. So, Navi asks, who do you expect to take intermediate bracket, William?
Definitely not Navi.
No.
I think I could see, considering Free Boys made it, I think he's won the last 2 amateur brackets at Crusade and Smashzilla. I think he'll probably end up taking it. Like he's a good player, but he just doesn't seem to make pro. Whether that's nerves or just like chokes, whatever. Like, but intermediate amateurs, they're like his home, so he'll probably win. If not, I could see someone like Shonic, Tigerton, Tekka, Sim. I don't know if they don't make pro, or if one of the top guys doesn't make pro, there's a big upset. Then they'll
I
pick.
think there's going to be an upset in pools. Honestly, there's going to be something happening in pools, and like.
Are you getting at yourself, Third?
No, I wish I could cause an upset, man. No,
You know what's gonna happen? You know, Verd's gonna beat Jackie in the ditto tonight.
Third,
someday, hopefully.
Third is automatically best Sheik.
God, can you imagine that if the Regen top 3 was just like me, Wills, and Verd?
Rigged.
Yo, people be thinking with the most corrupt TO team.
That should be hilarious, you know.
Just grime our way to the top 3.
So like, you know what, we should do that. Just grind my way to the top 3 and just run off with the money like B7.
I don't think I can make top 3 even if I rig the brackets.
Our question is, let's see, are you guys gonna have Tekken and Regen?
Hell no.
Ah, well, right. So none of you guys like Tekken? Fair enough.
No, I like Tekken. I'm not having it at Regen. Like, why?
Yo, Shadow Warrior just now. It's like, yo, Tekken.
Shadow Warrior didn't even sign up to the waiting list, man. And he was like, "Oh, I was gonna sign up." It's like, okay, make sure you're ready for the waiting list. And then he's not even signed up to it. It's like, idiot, man.
Yo, I'm actually mad sold. Fight Club. I signed up to Tekken 7 because I want to play Shadow Tekken. You know what Sim does? He puts me against some other guy, and I end up losing.
That's some next level bracket rigging, man. I'm not supporting Geek Retreat or.
You know why Sim did that? It's because he got bodied by my day 1 Pikachu Libra when Pokemon first. That's why he did it. Sim, if you're in the chat, man, you're a fraud at Pokemon. I'd bop you and I haven't touched that game in like forever.
Wow.
Oh, Navi asked also what's going to happen to DJ Hours.
DJ Hours. We don't know. Well, I think Navi's probably not going to remember what happened.
TLDR. Should I give him TLDR?
What?
You know what's going to happen?
Navi
F Tilt 2.
Alright, from what I heard, it's going to be a pub crawl, you're going to get drunk, there'll be Copperbergs, Catherine's not invited. So...
I go super.
Alright, next one.
It's going to go exactly like that. Bit more messy though.
A lot of that. And next one is, would it be Regen merchandise? Like, goodie bags? And stuff
we're gonna tell you what, for that we're gonna keep a bit quiet on that until close to the event, but there might be something. There
will. Well, we'll say there will be goodie bags, but goodie bags has become like a tradition of Smashzilla at this point, and unfortunately we didn't manage goodie bags out at the last Smashzilla, which was a shame, but we planned that, so we're just going to give it away at Regen. But we might have a few more items which may be Regen orientated. You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Oh yeah, the one I have for Multi. I have it, Multi. It's been delivered to me. Just give me about a week because I got homework to do, and that is pretty much takes all priority. Okay, I'm gonna post it. We're good. Yes.
For what you just said, but I'll leave it as that.
Actually, let's get rid of Multi right there. Real
That wasn't me.
So, Multi's now banned from the room.
Oh Lord! I unbanned him.
I actually don't know how to unban people.
Oh Lord, what have you done?
It's not a big loss, to be fair.
Hey,
okay, Multi's now unbanned.
Right, time to fix it.
But yeah.
I think it's time for us to actually round this up because, yeah, we on this for like an hour. So, any last things?
Yeah, we got a bit sidetracked, and me and Zach just started talking load of BS, really.
Yeah, that's what happens when you got everyone in the chat.
Too sidetracked. But I hope you've had a good podcast.
Yeah,
super.
It's brilliant. It's funny and good stuff.
I just want to actually say.
And what?
Regen capped. Monkey boat, really.
So can you say that again because it started cutting out?
It was thanking you, Super.
Yeah, I was just saying a huge thanks for having us.
No.
And
no worries, man. I'm more than happy to have you on. You You help everyone around here. You help Regen, you help us. Yeah. Wait, what? What to Zach? I think we lost him.
Super, what you done?
I think Super's
I have no idea what's going on. I just had like cut it.
Yeah,
Super
he's just
just
cutting
now,
out.
like,
I think
oh,
he's
I'm
just
out.
gone now.
Well,
You know what it is? Multi's just like hacked the stream now. It's like, yo,
He's full on sabotage.
he's
It's over Super. What have you done?
see, this is why we don't ban multi. Right, I'm gonna put the YouTube channel up right now. Our YouTube channel is Second Wind UK, and it had the same clean logo as it has on the bottom corner. We should be uploading the podcast here as well.
We haven't made a post publicly announcing them. So, what YouTube channel is this? I don't know who Jeremy's referring to, whether it's Second Wind or Regen, but we will have up on the Team
They will have on Regen channel.
Regen, not there, I think, to put up, but very shortly.
So the Regen channel that will be put up in case my one started costing on like 10 times. So they have their own channel which they will be putting up their own videos.
Like, other than the YouTube, like we obviously have our Twitter, we have our Facebook. Hopefully, we'll have more content putting out. Like, I'd like to have more content in terms of like articles and stuff, similar to what Second Wind is doing.
Hey, those still are thunder.
You can also
Oh man, everyone start cutting out now. Hey, we got. Don't worry, Will's has just about put something on the thing because.
SoundCloud too. Oh wait, SoundCloud's dead now, ain't it?
Is it?
Right, just been on YouTube channel on the thing because YouTube doesn't play ball back our name onto it for some reason. So I'm just gonna put this in.
Yeah, give us a follow on Twitter. Give us a like on Facebook. Try and help us out.
Right.
Give them a like. Give them a follow. Super's doing a great job, as is Jackster and everyone else on the team. Like, support UK organisations for Smash. Like, we all need to grow. Like, that team's probably the main one for Smash 4, but there are other organisations about.
Right, and also importantly, maybe a good time to advertise Second Wind's Patreon. Yes. Yes, we have a Patreon now because after doing this for a year, I found out that we need a lot more money to do a lot more stuff. For example, traveling to events, better computers, better equipment for various other stuff, and we do need the support of the Smash UK scene to help us out. So I'm wondering, any of you guys have the time or money to read through this, and also sponsor us a bit on Patreon? And even if you don't just share our stuff out. You know, share our stuff out, advertise us, tell us about how we helped you get to events and stuff, how you got to know the Smash UK community, because I'd love to do this for another year. I don't know who. And thank you, and seen as dashboard. Thank you, Multi, for the follow. I would love to do this for another year, but as costs seem to be creeping up, and I kind of need to live, I may have to take a job again and put Second Wind on the back burner, and I do not want to do that. And also,
come on, guys. Super's struggling on the streets, guys. Come on.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I don't even feed myself. I buy all my food from Iceland. Help a brother out.
No.
Arsenal's not too bad, you know.
Yo, you're gonna have P John coming up into this.
And also to be, oh, so please,
Yo, P John will kill people, but actually murder people if he's caught with his bare hands. If you talk shit about Iceland fish cakes, you know, don't make the mistake I did in the Midlands Discord, people. Don't.
so how can you just follow now? Well, thank you so much for following our stream.
I completely forgot I was not following, so apologies for that.
You're forgiven.
So that's a great second win team member right there.
Don't even follow our streams. Well, anyway, that's the most important thing. Please help to support us. Also, follow us on Twitter at Second Wind UK for more Smash stuff that's coming up. Because after Regen, as we've done a great job with this, we're gonna keep on working with the Regen team to advertise events for the events, but we're willing to look for other teams that we can sponsor. Well, not sponsor. Other teams that we can help out and either sponsor their events if we get something going for the Patreon. Wink, nudge, nudge. You know, money goes back to Smash UK, of course. Like, I'm putting some of the money is going to the Loo pot. And also follow us. Also check our website where we post all the stuff. I don't know why we even have the Facebook, but we have that. So like us on Facebook. You get the post once in a while, but as Facebook is an arse to upload, it's an arse to use, and I can't believe people still use that stupid website. Follow us on, like us on Facebook, but Twitter is where we're most active because it's just easier. So oh yeah, Regen stuff. Follow Regen on Twitter, of course, as well as posting it over there. Facebook. Have you guys got a website?
Not yet. Hopefully we'll have something out in next month. Website's not so much a priority right now, but I think after the first event or so, like, we'll probably put some of our funds into that. Like, for now, like, in terms of money, our main focus is obviously but also probably getting more equipment for the stream. Like, we do have a live stream planned, but we don't. I would say for now the equipment, good stream, is probably not up to scratch. So we're just gonna relocate money into that regard.
Yep. I guess shameless plug here, but follow me on Twitter. Like, just follow me on Twitter, and I want more followers. Nah, I'm kidding. If you want a banner and all that, just just contact me on Twitter, I guess. You know, if you're signed up for Regen and all that.
Okay then, are we all done then, Super?
I think we're all done. Right.
Lovely. Thank you very much for having us on, man.
Anytime, guys. Right. See you later. Thank all you for watching. I'm gonna choose to raid. Is Bowie still streaming? Hey, Bowie's still streaming. So we're gonna raid Bowie.
Yeah, go help Bowie out, man.
Raid. I need Bowie.
Alright.
Right.
Catch you guys later then.
See ya.
Yeah, catch you guys in a bit.
Safe.
Yeah. Thank you for coming down. This is it. Yeah. Alright, that's good. But I want to do this. So we're gonna host Bowie the Hero. Sweet, we're hosting. Right. See you guys in a bit.